On the surface, Shelley has a lifestyle to be envied. Living in Marbella, she works as a tennis coach. But even her closest friends don't know the secret that plagues her life. She was sexually abused as a youngster and took refuge in drink and drugs, with the addiction eventually spiralling out of control.
I would say the last year or so, it's just maybe 2 years, it's hard to sort of judge a time, but it's got to the stage where I can't really do anything anymore. I'm just focused all day on drink and drugs and that sort of lifestyle, not fulfilling any of the dreams that I wanted to achieve. It's just been really hard.
After 6 weeks of treatment here, she says she's turned her life around.
It's quite hard to explain, but it's been a life-changing experience here, it really has. I was very depressed, very just worn out with it, tired, and just didn't know how to do it differently. And here they've taught me some real tools and skills to cope with my past, to cope with the addiction, to cope with everything really. It's been amazing.
And drink and drugs now a thing of the past?
For me, yes. Yes, I'm going to make every effort for the rest of my life. It's an ongoing thing. It's not something that can just be wiped away instantly, otherwise I think everyone would do it. But yeah, it's going to be a hard battle, but I'm going to make sure I do it.
David lost a career as one of the top men in the British car industry through drink. Things were so low, he spent a year sleeping here under this tree in Sandwich.
At 3 o'clock in the morning, it was absolutely freezing, really quite frightening. And of course, once I had a bottle of vodka, it didn't really matter too much about that, and that was the most important thing. And the other thing that really sticks in my mind was the ice cream van, which was the last thing to leave, and it used to be sort of based over there behind me. And when that went, everybody went, and it was me and the tree, and it was a scary experience.
They are two of the success stories. Individual traumas among more than 4,500 life stories they've heard here over the past 20 years. But what are some of the treatments like? Next week, this deeply sceptical journalist undergoes neuro-linguistic programming, a technique that's not only being used to treat addicts, but is increasingly used in business to boost performance.